Hi, welcome back everyone. On this episode we are going to look at getting the engine on the back, maybe start looking at the rub rail, getting some fixings on, and yeah, go from there. So let's get into it. Okay, and like if you see last week's episode, you'll see that I got the third coat, final coat of paint on. It looks really good, nice and shiny. So this week we are going to get the engine on. Going to do that today. I managed to pick up a second-hand 60 horsepower 4-stroke. Excuse noise, that's in the back of there. Just waiting for the landowner to come. He's got a jack to help me lift it up and get it into place. So I don't know if I'll record that just in case he don't want to be on camera, but as soon as it's done, obviously I'll show you all the stuff. So yeah, do that today, get it all lined up, get it all on. It's perfect, it's a long shaft. This is exactly 20 inches, so it's perfect for it. I'm not going to do any fixings in here yet because I've decided to splash out a little bit and get hydraulic steering, so that one cable that's inside will actually come out now. It's going to be brand new steering and everything up there. Yeah, so also what I'll probably focus on this week is the rub rail. Get that on. I've got all the fixings for that now. I've got the silicone. Get that on, and then we'll see how far we get for that. And then really I can probably get some other fixes on. I've brought the handrails on top. I've got the vent that goes on top as well, new one of them. I've got, like I said, all the materials for the windscreen, but that won't happen this week. But I've got all the plastics for that. Looks really good. Black plastic, so that should be good. Obviously the rub rail, like I mentioned. Just loads of stuff. I got stuff in the back of the car. Went to a boat shop yesterday, got all the fenders, getting everything together now because it'll soon catch up with me and I need to go out and buy your stuff. And other little things that I might do this week is I bought the hoses for the drain so they can be hooked up. I've also got the splash well drain hoses, fixing should I say, I don't know what they're called. So we're going to have two of them like it originally had, so anything that comes out of there will go straight out. Yeah, and like I said, it's basically starting to get everything together, and then next week I think it will be either cutting out the windows or it's going to be cutting the windscreen. They're the two biggest jobs left. I have got the bow rail at my house. I'm trying to clean up, don't know if you've seen the episode where I took it off, the bolts corroded. I've got to try and drill them out somehow. Yeah, it's going to start looking very different. So I'm going to have a quick tidy up here while I'm waiting for the landowner. And then, like I said, I'll either show it being out of the car or it will actually be almost in place. Just like I said, I don't know if he wants to be on camera at all. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, and he didn't want to be recorded, so I didn't bother. But it's all on the jack now. Yeah, so this is it. 60 horsepower, 4-stroke, fuel injection. Really good. So the next step really is I'm going to pull this boat a little bit forward so I can get it around the back of here, get it lined up, get it to the height I need it, and then mark the holes, drill them, and really after they're drilled I can silicone the engine, the back side of the bracket, get them in. I've also brought some load plates, I think they're called, so I've got 2 of them. So normally when you put an engine in, you just have a bolt come through with a washer, but this is a massive plate that comes across and takes the whole load through the whole transom, same as the inside, so that's great. So what I'll do now is get you on time lapse and we pull this forward and get the engine lined up. Okay, and that is the 4 holes drilled. In the end it was a 12mm, which is perfect for these really. Yeah, so 12mm drill bit. So the next thing really is I've cleaned this up on the back. I need to silicone it. We've got the pressure plates or load plates ready to go. So what I did is measure from there to that bit there, centered it, and obviously found the center for the transom bracket, and that was quite easy. And then just made sure the cavitation, whatever it's called, plate is almost level with the bottom of the boat, which is perfect. So yeah, let's get this siliconed up and put into place and tighten down. Okay. Okay, that is it officially on. Looking good. Got both back plates on, or load plates. One here, one inside. I'm not gonna hook up all the controls yet or anything like that, just because when I drill a hole I want to make sure I need to have a think of where the lines are going, because I think I've already said I've upgraded the steering from a cable to the hydraulic one. I've picked up a Viva hydraulic set, so that should be good. I've also got I want to, obviously before we take it out, we got to service it all and everything anyway. But yeah, and so I think the next thing for me is just starting to put stuff on now, bits here and there, the cleats and all that, for today. And then tomorrow we can probably start looking into the rub rail, go from there. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is these are the drains that were originally in here. Obviously they're new, but they were originally about here, both sides. So we get them drilled, get them glued in, yeah, and go from there. Okay, that's both of them drilled out. Looks really good. If anyone was actually worried about the transom and the holding the 60, if you look, if you can see in there, this has got probably about ½ inch of fiberglass from here to that end of the white, and then about 1.5 inches of new ply in there as well, and then that's both sides as well, and then probably 1/4 inch fiberglass. So yeah, that's about the outside thickness of just the fiberglass. Obviously there's wood in between, and then that's the thickness of the inside, so it's actually really strong. Should be all good on that side of it. So yeah, I think next thing is I've just drilled them out. So basically you've got to drill the inner, I think what was it, 22 mil, and then the outers here is 25. If I did 25 all the way through, this would just rattle and probably cause more problems, but that is a nice tight fit now. So all I'll do next is grab the 25 mil bit, one of them three, see which one works out the best, and all I need to do is drill it that deep, and that should fit perfect. But I'm so glad that is a good fit. So yeah, I'll carry on with putting them in. Okay, that's them in, looking good, both sides, looks perfect. Okay, so the next job really is probably going to be the rub rail, if I'm going to be honest, and that will be probably tomorrow now. It's getting quite late. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, new day. Today's main goal will be to get this rub rail on, or rubber strake, I don't know, there's so many names for it. So yeah, my idea is, what I'm going to do is silicone all of this, any gaps that I see, silicone all that up so it's got a little bit more, it'll be a little bit more watertight. If obviously it won't leak inside anyway because it's fiberglassed. I'm going to do that, and then line it up, drill the right size hole. I think it's maybe like a 5 mil drill bit, and then I've got the rivets. We're going to rivet it so many times. Obviously if that's the ones that it was before, so I might well, we're going to end up going next to it anyway. Do that so many times. I'm going to tape it off so I know where to screw up. Yeah, it should be a nice simple job hopefully, but that will basically mean once that's done, that is basically the bottom half fully complete. Middle, we are slowly getting there. But anyway, enough talking, let's go and start getting that on. Okay, and that is on now. It took a long time. You can see that little indent there, that is where the crash is. I didn't get it straight enough, but it'll be okay. Looks okay. And that's how much I had left over. That was a 15-meter roll. Like I said, good quality stuff. Big shout out to Aquacraft. They sorted me out some of this stuff. Good quality stuff. But yeah, finally I saw, and that is hard work. When I first started, I actually paused the video and had to go to the shop because I originally ordered 12mm length, and it just popped through straight to the rubber. So in the end I opted for the 20mm, and that is perfect. So many left, box of 250. But yeah, that's hard work with the old hand rivet gun, and trying to get this rubber on, hitting it on, and whatever else. I should have got a rubber mallet, but it's on now. It's looking really good. So really, I think next, let me just get past this generator. Just quickly show it here. It does look good. There's that little, just that little dip. It looks worse from behind, but just that little dip. But it'll be okay. I think next thing for me to do is start building these window frames. I don't know if I've already mentioned that I've got the aluminium frame. That's all turned up. The windscreen stuff's turned up. Probably already mentioned it. All down here, ready to go. Looks really good. That's a windscreen, black plastic. And then we've got the aluminium Y-frame, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, like I said, that's going to be the next thing for me to do. The great thing is, that one's already done, the other ones are already done. All I want to do is sand them down and paint them black. But it's going to be tomorrow now, start working on these windows, because I think it's going to be a bit of a project. To get all the angles correct and everything, and it's running out of time today. This took me quite a long time, to be honest. But yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, new day. Miserable out there, raining. So yeah, today we are going to try and measure up all the windows. See if I can work out all the angles so they join to a nice point. And like I showed you, we will be using this Y-frame, aluminium. First thing I'm going to do is get the aluminium up there and just cut the window so it's dead level, because I noticed there is a little bit of a, when I lined it up earlier, about that much gap, too much on one bit, so that needs cutting, straightening up, and then we'll start looking at these angles. But yeah, let's go for it. Okay, as you can see, I really ain't any good at this sort of stuff, especially metal. I'm alright with, okay with wood, but so yeah, that's taken all day. Let me just quickly move this out of the way. And we've managed to get one window frame done. I'm so glad I've only got one left to do. The angles at the top weren't too bad. It was the angles at the bottom that was just took so long for me to work out and how to do it. And then what I've done is, because the point come all the way down to here, and I don't really want sharp points like that, so what I've done is just cut them off at the ends. And what I'll probably do is just give that a little sand around. The tops ain't too bad. Same with that there, I've just cut that off there. But yeah, we've actually got one window frame ready to go. So tomorrow we'll get try and get the other one done. Like I said, all these other ones are already done down there. All going to be sanded, all going to be painted, primered, painted black. And then the hatch is going to have I'm going to probably use, if I've got enough of this, I'm probably going to use the same, and that will be really easy because I will make sure every angle is a 45-degree angle instead of I don't know, some of them were 70s, I don't know what they were. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, new day, getting warmer slowly. Okay, so I'm on the other side today. What I've done is I've got the frame from the other side, put some duct tape on it, make sure that's secure. And what I've just checked before, just need to clean a couple of these little drips up. See how shiny the boat is. Yeah, anyway, it actually fits exactly the same. Pretty good. So I think I'm just going to copy the other one, copy these markings onto the new aluminium, cut that. If it's a little bit shorter, I can cut this frame, but it looks pretty good on this side. Ideally, if I didn't have this, I could put this frame inside, and this channel should sit perfectly there. That's all right. I guess what I could do to double check. No, I've checked it anyway, so I think I'm happy with that. I want both windows to look exactly the same anyway. So copy this, which should save a lot of time. So yeah, let's get to cutting the new window. Okay, after a couple hours, obviously that one was yesterday, and I just, like I said, just copied the pattern and fitted perfect. So that's both window frames done now, which is great. A lot quicker, this one. There is a couple pieces that I need to cut off. Obviously I've cut that one same, but I just didn't cut that one because I wanted to make sure it was level first. Same with that end here. But yeah, it's looking really good now. So that's probably going to be it for this week. What did we managed to get the engine on, the rub rail, 2 window frames, so quite a lot in this 1 week. So next week we are going to start working on the windscreen. I think that's the next biggest job, and once I've got the windscreen made, I can then go to a glass place and a perspex and start measuring up for all of the stuff, because it's going to be glass in the windscreen and perspex in this one here and the other side, and then I've just got to work out if I want to put perspex or glass in there, see what's the easiest option, what's the cheapest, but definitely glass in the windscreen, because after a while perspex does get a bit hard to see out of. Obviously I'm going tinted all of these, so if it did go a bit misty it wouldn't stand out as much. But yeah, it's looking really good now. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.